Good morning. Good morning. Been a long time since we've streamed at this time. We're gonna get back to it. Let's see. Let's start up this scene switcher here. There we go. So we'd been playing with Bevy mod picking, and I had come up with a different idea in terms of what I wanted the UI to look like. Instead of something like so, and those are just temporary colors. Oh, it's not. It didn't pick it up. Sorry, OBS is not picking it up. Let's make sure it can find it. Looks like it should have done it. Ah. There we go. So let's fix up some of the window dimensions here. I do think that it would be fun to have a little bit more of an immersive experience. Not sure what it should look like on desktop. Got a pretty good understanding of what it should look like on mobile. Desktop's a bit tricky because I think I need to have a little bit more filler around the controls. Because if this was to go full screen, I want this to be a portion of it, the keypad. But then we're gonna have a lot of borders to fill in. Maybe that'll be okay, I'll figure that out. Alright. So we've been looking at cursor position. I've decided to switch to using Bevy mod picking, but that was a fun interlude. But technically we don't need that. And I wonder, is that the right thing? Because we could... I don't know, I keep flip-flopping on this, and I apologize. Let's just try it. I'm gonna try the mod picking. Let's go back into keypad. Do we have a system in here for this? Oh, here's our plugin. Input system. There we go. Yeah, we're just looking at that. Okay. Debugging that. Comment that out for a bit. So we don't want this spew here. As you can see, it's still just going because I didn't kill it. Alright, there we go. So we have to look up the mod picking bits. Where's this? Debug mod picking. There we go. Picking groups associated with picking a source. Set a meshes. Oh goodness. All right, getting started. That's already there. Import the plugin, sure. Sorry, my alarm was going off. There we go. Got that. Add it to your app.build in the plugin section of your Bevy app. Oh, wrong space. This is adding as a plugin to this section. Okay. Don't want to add it as a plugin to a plugin. I imagine we're still going to need that there. Let's copy that over here. So we need it in both places, in main and in keypad. So for simple use cases, you will probably be using the mouse to pick an item in a 3D scene. You can mark your camera with a default pick source component. Now, all you have to do is mark any mesh entities with the pickable mesh component. All right, so this needs to go onto our camera. I think that's in main. Now, how does the width work in this? Does width come off of here? I think it does. I think it modifies the existing thing. We're spawning that with that, and then we continue to spawn. So that's our pick source. I wonder what the pick source does. Hey, Sarcastic Dante, how are you? Hey, give me a moment. Be right back. Okay, and we're back. Lycan, how you doing? Good morning. Sorry, I had to let the dog out. I'm back now. I'm not sorry I had to let the dog out. I'm a fiendish predator out in the woods. I mean, the dog heard my wife. Now we need a pickable mesh. Alright. go back to keypad, go down here to one of our meshes. You know the feeling. Yours will suddenly give you that look at certain times of the day. Yes. Now here, I wonder if I should do this more of a hierarchy, or can I say that these are a group? I thought I can. I thought I could. Okay, let's just toss this on one of them. Button spawn, what the back of the border, whichever one. It's not on there. Ooh, it didn't format. Why? Oh. It looks like it's satisfied there. As a game, well, what I can show is really just some very beginning of what we have here. So if you were to close your eyes and imagine that you're in some sort of I just added this code and it's not working. Right here, we'll get back to the close your eyes and imagine in a bit. Why? Morning, Xenocron. It looks like Bevy mod picking might not be updated with the latest Bevy. No, that's a Bevy app 040. That should work. Okay, I feel like I missed something here. I mean, this isn't very complicated. How could I screw this up? Alright, so something else is wrong. Let's see. Yeah, still playing around with Bevy. Oh, the screen goes black sometimes? Oh, that's Firefox. Thank you. Here we go. So that when it went black, I was looking at the documentation for Bevy and Bevy mod picking. So we added this to the cargo to TOML, added the import. This fails. It's treating me okay. I mean, the examples help to fill in the gaps that the documentation lacks. Well, that sentence didn't really make sense if you think about it. There are gaps in the documentation that the examples help fill in. This plugin thing should just, it should work. Plugin is not satisfied. Is this because it's using a different bevy? Because I'm trying to use a local bevy, and it's got a different one. Is it because there are two different traits of the same kind, but from different places? Okay, let's do an override here. Am I exploring it for fun, or do I want to use it instead of Godot? I am exploring it for fun. I wanted to see the ECS. The ECS that I'm using inside of Legacy is very similar to the one that's inside of Amethyst. And I had heard good things about the ECS inside of Bevy. And thus far, it is much more simple to be able to add things and manage components, etc. So it seems like the ECS is, and this is very early, very early. I haven't played around with it nearly enough to be able to say for certain, but it seems easier so far. All right, let's come over here. We're going to go into Legacy Server, Cargo Toml. So I'm going to do this stuff. That's what it is, crates patch, or patch crates IO. Uh-oh, what did I do there? Sized it. So I want this down here, but I want to use the regular one up here, and we'll patch all of the crates we're using to use the local bevy. But that means we need to have a local bevy. All right, there's our bevy. We'll have that as dynamic, and we'll patch it all. Speaking of which, we should be able to go into bevy, cd./bevy. Where are we? 14 commits, get log. We're on this one. Gonna copy that in case things go bad. Toss that over there for a minute. Now that's the version we're at. Let's give that a little pull. Oh. Already up to date. Okay. No changes in a while. Okay. Let's see if this behaves better now. Let us save. Oh, thank goodness. Man, that's been a couple paper clips, or paper cuts. Paper clips. That's been a couple paper cuts. Learned from experience there. Oh, Mr. Clippy. Yes. Okay. Hey, what was our error before? Our error was that it didn't satisfy that type. It didn't implement that trait. That's what it was. So yes, if you have the same dependency that's needed in two different crates, we have one overridden locally. Force them all to use the same one by using this patch. Okay, where were we? We were inside of keypad, and we had just added this here, and for some reason the formatter is not kicking on, which usually means that something's gone terribly wrong. I don't see anything of terrible level. It's strange. Is there a format? Where was it? There it goes. So weird. Morning, CodeSpent. And good morning. Thank you for the sub, man. Okay, so now we're gonna give this give this a go. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so now we have a lot of stuff going on in the background. Should probably turn on the debugger here. Well, there was a lot of stuff that increased into the info range, isn't there? Oh, Font Awesome and Angular 5. Font Awesome doesn't work in Angular 5? Oh man. During my day job, I am trying to migrate from Webpack to Snowpack. And that is proving to be a challenge. All right. Well, for more Rust fun. Interacting with meshes. Okay, so we have our mesh set up. Yeah, they do look more like debug logs, don't they? To get mouse over and mouse click events, as well as built-in highlighting and selection state, we'll need to add the interactable picking plugin. Okay. If you want the mesh to highlight. All right, so what is... And then we have groups as well. Okay, let's toss this on there. Is interactable the combination of highlightable and selectable? Select. I'm gonna risk a plug upgrade. It works. There's just a custom module for it that only somewhat supports Angular 5. Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha. Xanacron says experimented with it a bit using rollup instead of Webpack, and it's just a pain. And I'm hoping that we can. I mean, we're to the point in our project where Webpack is starting to take long enough. People's attention wanes. So. There is a noticeable difference in projects when this happens. The velocity, it's like it's jumped into a vat of like mud. And I know that if we can make the iteration cycle for developers faster, it would pick up our velocity quite a bit. Oh, range not allowed. Huh. That is so weird. Why did my formatting stop working? Oh, not that one. Yeah, it's too slow in watch mode. I mean, I really want it to be, you know, sub 10 seconds, sub 15 seconds. This format thing's gonna annoy me, isn't it? Let's restart COC for a moment. Wonder what happened here. Why did it seem to work in the main file, but not this one? All right. See, that's perfect. I don't have the cargo bits set up. Anyhow, let's keep going. Okay, so now we have interactable mesh. Oh, interactable mesh should have been brought in via heavy mod picking. It's all wired up. Well, why can't we jump to definition on this? Definition not found? Pickable mesh? Wow, nothing. Alright, something's gone wrong. Just restart Vim altogether. Alright, so now we have interactable mesh. Give this a run. Holy cow. Just kill that. Okay. Kind of want a different logger now. One with a little more options. Is that the default logger? I think it is. Alright, let's go look at Bevy again for the default logger. Bevy. Is it doc singular? Yeah. So how was everybody's New Year? There it is, Bevy log. Couldn't. Already get back to work? Yeah, I hear you. First thing I had to do when I got back to work was take security training. Like, really? It's one of the security trainings where, you know, you've done this for the past 20 years, so you let the video play in the background because you can't fast forward through it. You can't set its speed to like 1.5 speed. And it's this horrible dialogue between characters. Then you have to answer questions on it. If you find a USB drive in the parking lot, what do you do? Yeah, okay. Oh, this is taking a little while. That's right. Email it to the company all. Bevy log. Where's Bevy log? Oh, that almost looks like Bevy girls. Wow. Gil RS. What is Gil? Alright, here's log. Sure, Bevy log. Log settings. Okay, we can manage the settings on this. Filter. Yes, tell us more about this filter. Oh, you had to do that when the course's website was in Flash? Yeah, it's still... They don't do Flash anymore. At least the one I looked at. What was it? It was, oh, what was this horrible thing? No B4? It's the one with Kevin Mitnick. Everybody's a fan, right? Free Kevin. It's good to see you can touch computers again. Train your users. Fish your users. Yeah, that's what, now they're going to be phishing me at work. Which is great. They're going to be like, hey, congratulations, you survived. You ignored email. I'm kidding. I love answering email. Email's one of those things that hasn't changed in a long time. Yeah, that was a company? Yeah. Yeah, where's Kevin? I want to see Kevin. Why do they get Kevin in the videos? Yeah, well, it's, I don't know. I think it's probably the right training for like the rest of our company, but not for our engineering group. Our engineering group is, I hope, maybe it's not. Maybe I have too optimistic, but all that stuff was just, I don't know. I want to be kind, but I wish they just asked the questions, right? Like, hey, answer these questions, and if you fail, watch the video and answer them again. I have to admit, I did try to game it. Because when you get to the end of it, they tell you about all the answers, right? They can say, hey, you can review your quiz. Good morning, JB Pratt. How have you been? Happy New Year. So, one... Their default logger does not include what the crate is that's actually doing this. Yes. Fascinating. So how do we configure this inside of Bevy? Okay, it's supposed to be inside of here. If we come back, we have filter level. I want to filter the output. Change the output. Can I not use this? And let me use my own? Oh, the log plugin must be inside of the default plugins. Look, there it is. Okay. Wah, wah. Well, that's unfortunate. So I would rather use my own logger. Well, a logger of my choice. Yeah, that's good point, Zetacron. And even this. it is providing an implementation of log and a logger. So this logger here, I'd rather not have. I'd rather use Museon's logger. So I guess I could just add all of these. Well, you can, but I'd have to just plug all these back in. Alto logger. Alto logger. Which is great. It's tiny, builds fast. All right, so let's swap out the logger real quick because I want more control over this. Which does mean that we're going to have to get rid of this default plugin. Now, how much of this do I actually need? Is that one of the PRs on Bevy? Not yet. Yeah, I get that they're trying to make it easy to get going. But it seems like you would want to swap away from that quickly. Especially with... Okay, so let's add some of these. We can just add them one at a time if we want. Let's see, which ones of these are going to be needed? I'm going to say most of these. I know, I'm just tossing it there for a little bit so we can figure out how these are re-exported. Like Reflect plugin, where is that? Okay, so it's Bevy Reflect plugin. So if instead we did something like so. Oops. Too many semicolons at the end. All right. Add some comments here. Maybe without the logging. All right. So we got that, but we did not get these here. Interesting. I do not remember which are the default features of Bevy. Let's go look. Oh, quite a few. Yes. Yes, Autologger is a lightweight replacement, exactly. You can log to file, you can do all sorts of stuff with Autologger. So here we have Bevy Audio. So we could just fill this in for what we need. So I know we're going to need Bevy audio. Take this one. What else? BBR, we will need Bevy render, I'm guessing. I don't know about sprite yet. I don't. UI no. Text, yes, we'll need text. Audio, yes. And now we're back to Gillers. I don't. Okay, what is Gill RS? Game input library. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Look at that. Game input library. Yeah, I'm exactly in the same spot. I keep wanting to say girls here. I mean, why don't we just call it girls? All right. So we have, oops, wrong one here. Okay, we got, I'm going to the wrong file. There we go. Audio, yeah, so we need GLTF. Now, this does not, so we want WGPU and WinInit, but not the other one. All right, let's fix this up like the other one. Give this an add plugin. Oh. Where is Gill RS plugin? That's it. They don't re-export it. They re-export so much stuff, but not input library. Oh, is it just called input? Maybe it's called input? Now they have input plugin here. Why would they need the input plugin separate from Gill RS? Is one translating to something else the other one picks up? So if we come into Bevy, so how do I do this? Because I'm using the overridden version. I'm just going to comment that out for a moment, make sure everything else is good. All right. see how far it goes. Panic. Okay. Resource does not exist. Look, they have minimal plugins. Maybe we should use the minimal ones first, and then add the extras. Hadn't seen this group. That doesn't have rendering or anything in it. So what did I miss? That was silly. Okay, get rid of that. One more time. Oh, come on. All we did was not include this one here. But it doesn't seem like we need that one in order to start this up. I mean, unless there was one I missed. Maybe there was one I missed. Oh, it worked. Okay, I must have missed one. And we don't have the logging. Great. Perfect. No features, just Autologger. There we go. Autologger. Documentation. Configuration options. You can do like 2-line, single line, all sorts of stuff. Pretty cool. We'll just use this one. Alright, so at the beginning, there's one of those on there. I can't do that. Don't want to get future me pissed off at current me. Alright. Let's give it a run again. Now we should have more information in the output of the logger. It felt like Bevy wasn't including everything that it could have. See this here. This stuff is what I wanted to see. So now we can be very specific about what we want to see in our logger. So if we want to go to trace, we could trace everything, but then also change the limit for other elements, like this graphics backend. So we only want to look at that if it's, you know, worn or greater. All right. So we could come up with a bunch of stuff like this, or we could go the other way, say everything's just worn except for certain pieces. But it's pretty handy. GFX, memory. Now I'm not gonna keep going on this. Wow, well, there's not very much going on. Oh, look, mouse entered, mouse exited. Not too bad. Yep, moving the mouse around. Nice. Okay, now we have a decent setup here. This here, though, that's gonna bug me. It only took like half an hour. Yeah. Okay. But a logger is very important. Where are we at? Okay, so we're looking at trying to get the mod picker working. Oh, there's this recommendation bubble up here. Let's click on that. Wow. Thanks, Firefox. The amount of time that they spent on that, there were like tweening animations and somebody had to pick the color. All right. Highlightable pick mesh, selectable pick mesh. Let's go back to keypad. So we added interactable. Add some more bits here. And selectable. What's our little debug widget? That's not really doing anything yet. Maybe it's because we don't have the input wired up. I mean, is it because of that? This here? That's one of the defaults, right? Yeah. So why is GLRS not exposed like the rest of them? Interesting that they do not include Gil here. All right, let's take a peek at the code. We've got crates. We want to go look at Bevy internal. Let's take a peek here. This should have Gil in it. Okay, it does. Which is right there. It's just one of the other crates. Now if we come back, source, lib. Oh, made Gil RS public 3 days ago. That's not what I have. Did I? Oh, I did. Grumble, grumble. Okay. Okay, there we go. So now it should work. Although updating Bevy is going to take, I don't know, it's going to take like a minute. Let's see if that's the key to getting the input set up. So the past, the present, and the future walk into a bar. It was tense. That one's not that bad. Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad. Alright, so that built. There have been worse ones. Very true, very true. Yeah, there's some pretty bad ones out there. Okay, so this, it didn't change anything. Well, now we can close that. Just close some of these real quick. Okay. gonna come back here. Now we have each one of these, but we don't have the debug tool in there. Where's our debug tool? So here we can get the pics. Maybe we should do that. Pick interactions, selected state, plugin parameters, debug. Here we go. Let's add that just to see what's going on. Oops, wrong place. Probably down there. All right. Oh, look, now we get some. Ah, and there's a little debugger thing there. Interesting in the direction it's pointing. Oh, because it's the camera, the perspective. Fancy. How far back can we go? That thing's just logging without. Is it just debugging? What is it? Oh my goodness. It's just doing print lines. Come on. I mean, the cursor is very useful, but just I mean, why not log debug it? You know, trace. It's kind of neat that if we So I heard good things about Bevy. This here is just a mod for Bevy, or rather a plugin. This thing here. Yeah, Bevy's been pretty good so far. I mean, this really isn't that bad, and we can avoid this. Issues. I just wanted to see if there was a element in here that's complaining about it. Debug. Yeah, clip EPR, exactly. Let's give this a fork. But this is just silly. One of the nice things about Bevy is that there seems to be like no animosity between Bevy and Amethyst. They seem to be going towards the same goal and appear collaborative. So that's really good. It's nice to see that there's somebody that's able to work on a game engine full time. I forget what the developer's name is. He works on it full time. Yeah, there's Piston. And Piston was early one. I wonder if Piston has support for like iOS, Android, etc. Idiomatic cross game design. Solution's always just one more unfinished project. Fancy. Okay. Well, back to the code. And this. Is this because they don't have a logger? They don't use a logger. That seems odd. Child cube, debug cursor mesh. Alright, well. What was this giving us for top entities? Sum, group, intersection, ray 3D, pick distance, triangle. Okay, so it's basically giving us information about which triangle it hit with its ray. I don't know what 33V0 is. Is this some sort of identifier? There's a group, 0. It does feel very beta-ish, and I think that's kind of expected, for Bevy at least. I mean, this is just surprising to me. Okay, and I see why they do this, but we can do something like so. Problem there is going to be that we don't have a logger. Really, all we need is the API, so we'll add log. We don't have to add the logger. No, we don't need that. What? Oh, it's still doing its thing. I didn't think that log was all that. Wasn't huge. Log was small, wasn't it? Okay, it's fine. U of M is being a little sassy today. Alright, so that should do it. Now let's just come back over here, override that in our cargo.toml file. Give it a go. Ah. That should have been inside of the other. Man, that's so fast. Okay. Did I spell bevy mod picking wrong? No. There's, okay, nothing else. This top entities is still not correct. So what's wrong here? Is it? Those are the same. I mean, it's all just like exactly the same thing. I mean, unless somehow it's caching, it's using the wrong one. One thing that I do like about Bevy is that it can reload things as it's running. So if you're working on a mesh or something, you can re-export it and it'll reload them. Assets, things like that, it'll redo. Oh, I was listening to some of that music from that Humble Bundle, and I think it's going to be really good for the game. It's creepy, kind of scary in places. I think it's going to go really well. Now, you can see that it's picked up a number of crates here, which is good. I'm going to keep an eye out for Bevy mod picking. What is it? Okay, I don't see it there. Good. Good. Yeah. Let's see where it picks that up from. Ah, it didn't pick up the override. Alright, so what's wrong with our override? Ah, I see, because the version number was wrong. That's why. So if we had targeted that, then it would have worked. There we go. Huh? And practicing, looks like we're practicing cargo today. All right. There we go. Just had to get the version number right. Oh, look at that. So much better. And now we should be able to turn off Bevy mod picking debug stuff. With just... I forgot a comma. Perfect. Yay, okay. Now let's get some groups set up. What changed here? Oh, log, yes. Wait, was that? Should have been trace. I thought it was coming in as debug. Oh, no, it is. It just happens to be in their debug module. All right, let's do that. Back over here. Let's see if they'll accept that PR. Oh, I should have put that on a branch. Ooh, my mistake. Well, let's see, what do we say? Bevy has a logger. Bevy already includes a... All right, we'll just do that. Not too much effort on that. They got their CI set up. Wow, fancy. All right, you know what? Just leave that there. Check in on that in a little bit. So we've got this. We've got a little elements there. Let's set up groups so that we can get the backing bits on those set up. Keypad, okay. Highlightable, selectable. Now this does not seem to be doing anything. The highlightable bits and the selectable bits. Pick groups. Pick groups allow you to associate meshes with a ray casting source and produce a pick result for each group. Oh, I see. Where you want to have each window having a different pick source. Okay. No, we don't want to do that. I was hoping that was groups of meshes. But it appears not to be the case. If you are using a selectable pick mesh component for a selection, you can access the selection by querying your selectable entities and accessing the selected function. Okay. Oh, I see. Well, that's neat. And the bounding sphere looks interesting as well. I doubt that's going to be an issue. We're not going to have a ton of triangles on this. Still on your list of languages to try out, Lycan? I highly suggest it. It's my favorite. It'd be fun to do professionally. It really would. Yeah, there is that. Well, it's starting to get a little fast to see. Oh, you use Rust at work, Sarcastic Dante. That's cool. Oh, this is interesting. I'm hoping that they get the what was it, the thing, the bug in LLVM fixed. Musean had been talking about that a long time ago. What was it? No. Where is it? Let me see. Oh, the no alias. No alias. I think it's over here. It's like one of the reasons that Fortran is fast because of how it sets up no alias. But there's a bug in LLVM, and C++ doesn't clobber it. That doesn't run across this bug, but Rust did. And so when they get this fixed, there's the possibility that it'll edge out C++ and C, which will be really cool to see. But that's on the eventually thing. I like how strict the compiler is. When it compiles, it just always runs for me. It's not like I'm battling like seg faults and stuff like that, which is really nice. All right, so coming back, what were we looking at? Bounding sphere optimizations. Yeah, that's right. So we get the picks, pick state, all entities, top entities. Well, that seems really, really simple. Rust really makes you miss OOP. Well, you can still do OOP. Are you talking about like class hierarchies? I guess it means like I question which part of OOP do you miss? The only piece that's not in Rust, I think, is the class hierarchies, right? Inheritance. Yeah. Well, you can declare getters, right? You can declare getters and setters. But I see what you mean. All right, just gonna toss this in there, add that to the system, just to see what happens. Sad system, add system. Goodness. Very true, because everything inside of a a trait is public. I wonder, are there any tricks that you can use to hide abstractions like that? Huh. Oh, sarcastic Dante, your message got held for um for what is that? Yeah, Automods said that it was a violent term or something. I don't know. Anyhow, let's see. Wonder if this will change the color of it. No? Still no. Okay. What about... I mean, selection cover and hover color. I mean, we did get this set up, right? Like we have highlightable, selectable, pickable, interactable. Everything's there. Well, the good news though is Hyper just hit, was it 1 dot, or excuse me, 0.11 or 0.1.11, which is now using Tokyo version 1. Oh, sorry. 14. I'm mistaken. I think this also updated to Tokyo 1.0. Yeah. And Tokyo version 1.0, I think, compiles faster than 0.2 did. Does anybody have any experience with 0.2 versus 1.0 in terms of compile times? Oh, you have no use for async in a HTTP client. Gotcha. A blank line? No, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's strange. Jelson Dev. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. All right, I think I'm going to have to organize these PBR bundles as a hierarchy. So here we have a button with children. Oh, you know what? I should just put this on the button instead. This should be, yeah, with children. Ah, no, no, no. I don't want to do that there. It has to be up above. Okay. Now we should be able to get the whole button. Hey, Ludgate. How are you? Oh, but there's no mesh. Oh, this is unfortunate. Does not descend into the to the sub elements. Huh. I was not expecting that. What have I been occupied with? Took a little bit of a vacation. Been occupied with running D&D sessions with the kids. It's just been a lot of fun. Goodness, got back to work and had to do security training, all sorts of fun. Please answer these questions after watching a 10-minute video. I've weaned myself off the caffeine, so you don't hear me talking about coffee as much anymore, sadly. But I've switched to like decaf, and it's just not the same. I mean, it's not. So. And there's the sugarcane process for decaffeination and the Swiss water process. And I can taste each one of those on top of the coffee. So. Tea? Yes. We do have a bunch of tea. Just haven't gotten back into it. I don't know why. I like the flavor of coffee. I just like coffee. Well, since this stuff here cannot go on those, I think I'm going to use the border as a spawn point. Toss that on there. Now, I made you want a cup of tea, yeah? Pickle mesh default with bounding sphere. Mesh handle. Oh, we have to give it the mesh as well. Interesting. And this is going to be the back mesh. No, border mesh. Ah, do we just need a reference to it? Expected handle, got that. Okay, so we do need a clone. And that reminds me, I've never pressed start on my coffee maker. Hope the plague is treating everybody kindly. You know, we don't actually talk much about that. Mostly because I try to avoid that sort of stuff during kind of the happy time here. that a trace. I want to see. Oh, interesting. So that didn't actually help. Well, for what I was trying to achieve, I thought the bounding sphere would do something something a little bit more interesting on that. But it looks like I have to do two things here. One is put this on the button border, and then on the backing store. Or maybe I just make the button back the same size, and then we just always have it on the back. Yeah, let's do that. So if we put that on the back, it does mean that I have to adjust the size of that mesh. That should be all right. Let's see, and this is going to be the back mesh. All right. Yeah, you can see that it's behind there mostly. I think there are some shapes in there that don't quite match up. Some piece of the edge. That's not too bad, really. We will just leave it for now. Okay. Now, for some reason, selection isn't working for me. I want to go look at one of their examples here. Stress test here. It's one that they have the little animation from. Default. Picking. Oh, this is interesting. Frame time diagnostic plugin. They have the camera. Pickable mesh defaults with bounding sphere, monkey handle clone. I must have missed it. Where do they set up the highlights, etc.? They have the pick source on their camera. We spawn this with pickable mesh. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. Oh, the monkey references are references to Suzanne. So in Blender, let's see, where's Blender? There we go. Let's see, did that load? Okay. So inside of Blender, yeah, if you you can add a monkey, and this monkey is Suzanne. That's what they're referring to. All right, so here they have the default plugin, fine. Picking plugin, default. Oh, debug, fine. Oh, interactable? Picking plugin, I didn't add that one, did I? Or did I add that to the wrong spot? Ah. Set highlight params. This is an interesting way of initializing values in a system. I didn't realize that they did that with set startup params. Well, it doesn't seem to... Oh, holy cow. All right. Why does it only do it sometimes? All right, this has got me confused. So if I click outside, nothing. I'm clicking in between the buttons. Now you can see where the cursor is, and if I click on that, nothing happened. But if I click on, well, why is it flashing? And why do they all change color? Oh, that's strange. Yeah, I don't understand why they all change color when I click on one. And they do not seem to react when I click. There's some highlight color or something. Here, let's change the colors to something else. So we have RGB. Oh, I see. So the selection color is getting set. Let's change that to green, and then we still have fuchsia. No, let's do blue and green. I clicked nothing. I can still get that green color to flicker in there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, and blue happened for just a moment. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's treating them all as the same one. That's different. Is it because it's the same mesh? I want different instances here. These should be different. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So all right, sorry, my neighbor texted me about Bitcoin. I don't know if he's upset about it. Forever ago, my neighbor had asked me whether or not you should get into Bitcoin mining. And I steered him away. I'm like, no, you shouldn't do that. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Bitcoin stuff. I mean, just the fact that like you can't ever recover your wallet if you lose it, like a penny that you drop and that stays on the floor forever until somebody with enough computing power can brute force it. All right, so no, I'm not a fan of cryptocurrencies in general, I guess. I mean, have you ever had a hard drive crash or lost a car key, lost your wallet? I mean, what if you had like what if you had a Bitcoin in it, right? And then suddenly it was gone. $32,000. I think what is that? Their current price, 34. I mean, whoa, that rendered awesome. And what if you had that in a wallet or a couple and you lost it? I mean, that'd be crazy. Ah, ah. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's see. Um, yeah, nice little builder pattern. Um, Goodness, what time is it? 8. So how is it that I'm supposed to do this? Let's say I wanted the buttons separate from each other. Because this does not seem to be doing the right thing. Let's remove the with bounding sphere bit. I wonder if that's somehow messing it up. No, there's still all there. You can get it selected every now and then, but they're all the same. So how do we get them to behave independent of each other? I mean, the stress test exam. No, not the stress test. We don't want that one. Um, the 3D scene. Add a mesh. Oh, is this because it's the same mesh over and over again? See, no, this one can't be the right one. It was going to be the 3D scene where they have just a whole bunch of these, but it doesn't look like it. I was hoping to find, oh, where is it? This example here, because they have what appears to be a number of different meshes. I mean, goodness, I hope that they're actually instance versions of the same mesh. Here, let's run this. Now that I have, could you guys hear the fan? That giant. I was looking into CPUs the other day, thinking, you know what, I should get off this laptop and get onto something else. What was it? No, I forget which one it was. It was the Ryzen, to the 35. It was this one. Yeah, like 6 core, 4 GHz. Not too bad, right? Or $99. But they're like sold out everywhere. I think. This one in stock on January 13th. 5950 went. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I don't know if I want to spend that much on that. You recently upgraded to 16 gigabyte DDR3 RAM. Is it ECC? I know the whole Linus thing. Because 128 gigabytes of ECC, 3200 DDR4. Because if you had to choose between a boatload of RAM or a faster CPU, which would you go for? Wow, that. Oh, here it comes. Oh well, here's the. Show you what I'm seeing. Is it this one? Oh, that's funny. Oh, here it is. So this is the 3D scene that we were just compiling. And this seems to work, although this isn't the example we were looking for. Let's kill that off. You need a server board for ECC? No, you don't actually. There are some boards that are not server boards that support ECC. Like many of the AM4 boards, the boards for Ryzen stuff. Like if you can find some of these boards, was it? Oh goodness, I forgot what the socket was. The Ryzen socket. Is it AM4 motherboard ECC? Non-ECC. Yeah, DDR4 ECC memory support. So it looks like that stuff's out there. All right, so coming back here, how do we get this so that each one is not treated the same? Wait, oh, is it because of the handle? I'm using the same handle? Oh, that seems silly. All right, let's say that we load this elsewhere then in each one of these. Compiling LLVM with 8 gigs of RAM was fun. I can imagine. Oh goodness, where'd the music go? That was weird. Didn't we just go through that one? More Miracle of Sound. ZRAM. I don't know, just I think corrupted memory happens more often than you expect. But because there's so many places where it doesn't matter, you're okay with it generally. Like video assets, art assets, right, are just huge. So the space that where you're going to get corruption is, I don't know, I think it's more likely to be in spaces like that. But if you're doing like server stuff, then that might not be the case. And the Ryzen's unofficially support ECC RAM. So why not? Why wouldn't you do that? All right, let's see if this works. Nope, still all the same. Yeah, look at that. Trying to click on that. Okay, so that's not it. And that's loading. Wait, did I get that at the wrong level? Maybe. Yes, I did. Okay. Well, we could put it down here, close to where we use it. I like how fast Bevy links and everything. Still all the same thing. Okay, so that is unfortunate. I was really hoping to not have that. That is ridiculous. I mean, it's not like I'm sharing this button. Oh, wait. Buttons spawn with... Or do I need this somehow on the button? Like on the PBR button? No, that's silly. It's not like you can do clickable mesh here. I mean, that would be strange. Yeah, no, we can't do that. Oh, I think Godot is great. Godot is really cool. In fact, I think that after this here, I'm likely to swap Bevy out, in this case, for Godot. Because I like the workflow pipeline in Godot, right? It's just much better than this. There's signals, all sorts of stuff in this just makes so much more sense. I mean, Godot's had years, right? So what we're walking into here and experiencing is a little bit of that. The immaturity here of Bevy. But I mean, for Bevy, it's doing so much. And here what we're running into is not necessarily Bevy, but it's this plugin that we're using. And it feels like I'm just using it wrong. Certain pieces of it are working just fine. And certain pieces aren't. Like sometimes it goes blue and I don't understand why, because I can click and it turns back to normal, but then somehow if I hover over that top right one, it does that. So I don't know, I don't think we've missed out too much on like if we reset this and do it in Godot, I don't think we've lost all that much. I mean, 12 buttons on a screen. That's going to take no time in Godot. All right, so let's reboot this. Control Bevy. Now, what is the latest and greatest way to set a Rust project up in Godot? Rust plus Godot project up. Godot Rust. Where's the book again? I didn't leave that pull request open, did I? No, okay. Go back here, go to the... Okay, no, my neighbor's still texting me. What is blockchain ETF? Is this? What? Spam. Okay. Oh, interesting. Does this feel like the Miracle of Sound channel? Here, we'll click on the Surprise Me button here. All right, so here we go. Let's go look at the book. Getting started from the user guide. Because there was a way to set it up. I don't remember if I set up my other one according to this. You know, I think it was actually part of the other project. Go inside of the Godot Rust group. Oh, there's a template. Oh, is this for cargo generate? What is cargo generate? Oh, you think that once their Vulkan backend, oh, when they do major work with their Vulkan backend implementation, they'll hit critical mass. I think it depends on the kinds of games that you're making with Godot. I don't see a lot of games coming out of Godot that need like the kind of like a high-end renderer. But maybe it is kind of that chicken and the egg problem, right? They have to get the high-end renderer before people will use it. Ah, neat. Well, let's give this a go. Oh, it's already installed. Yeah, I wanted to see what this this Godot Rust template, how this one worked. Let's see, where's the, so I'll copy that. Now, do we give it the URL for, okay, just a Git repo. Fine. Project name. Control, creating a project called Control. All right. Exclude Godot, members Rust. Okay. And what is this shell.next? make file. Oh, that's right. I do remember seeing this before. You know what? I think I made a fork of this project. When was this last modified? 3 months ago? 4 days ago? All right, let's add an upstream to this. Copy that. Oops, I forgot. What? Should we check out here? Of course. Wait, no. That Halsey OSX should have been made from upstream master. Oh, because I hadn't pushed. Okay. Moments like this, you feel like it was a mistake. Oh, that's funny. All right, so there's some sort of template language going on here, and I think I've done a bunch here. All right, let's see what the difference is between what I have and what they have. If upstream master. Okay, so I have all targets here now includes OSX targets. Include when OSX, OS 10, sorry. Why would I have done this? Shared object extension. Okay, we'll have to look. Oh, that's right, because the shared object extension changes depending on what the kind is. So if you're on Android or Linux, then it's dwelib. What about Windows? I don't see Windows in this. And this doesn't have a Windows target either. And then here, they did this and then that. But I commented it out because target type. All right, let's go back to maybe window 2 here. This is the new one, right? Control him. So if we do this and then we do a Rust template. Oh, generate. Control. So now we have Apple bits in here. The edit here is wrong. So that should be depending on Godot. So we could fix that up. I'm not sure what Nix is. What is Nix shell? Virtual environment through Nix shell. Okay. You know what? This should still have path bits on it. Hold on, neighbor is asking more stuff about Bitcoin. What's the total number of possible Bitcoins? The total number of possible hashes for... forget. Okay. let's do another patch on here. So, make file here. Godot project path args. And then we can do the same thing up here. Okay. Okay. Bunch of these look all right. Let's enable it like we pretend we're going to use it. I think we're pretty close. I think some of these look okay. It's interesting that these get copied into other lib sections. Okay, on the Darwin one, that's for release, debug. Wow, what's at the end of this? DMG. Okay, that's the actual builds. Oh, why didn't it pick up? Because I have to commit it. Oh, that's shenanigans. We'll have to squash all that. Can I make file? Sure. That is a load. Okay. I like their little person, like the shoulder shrug guy there. All right, let's see. Did it pick up everything? No. This isn't correct. Is this not saved? Are you kidding? Is it using a branch? Is it specifically using master? Oh, I have to provide branch too? Okay. So we'll remove control yet again. Oh, I called it cargo. There we go. That's funny. It didn't even register. Had no idea. Oh, that's looking so much better. Okay. All right. Should be all right. Let's sanity check some of these. We're getting APKs. Good. What else do we have in here? With Godot, we've got Rust. Some project in here already. I don't think this is the right way to override it. I think it gets it's pretty close though. Let's see, let's make sure it works. Cargo build. I'm gonna pour some water while waiting on this. There we go. Wow, okay. Signal 4. What does that mean? See me tell him. I'm gonna adjust the heater. Be right back. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Why didn't they set this up? I mean, this seems like an easy, obvious win. I think mine was slightly different than this. Double check. I can see. Uh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. And that should have worked. I think, there we go. Smash 8 tap. Got a couple of commands here. I think the ones that you're looking for are probably editor, which is NeoVim, and then the dot files. Hey, you can see I have a couple differences here. One, that if the lib changes. I know, right? Thank you, Xenocom, for implementing commands, by the way. I wonder if this project has been updated to do that for you. Let's see, it was updated last month. All right, let's start here. Generate, okay, yep, nothing going on there. We have generate. We're looking for print lines, basically. I want to see what is being printed out. Lib name. Lots of stuff going on here. Yeah, most of that is actually for writing some of the other files. That's fine. That's for the libraries. That's good, that's good. Okay, but that was that. Now here's scan, because you have to give the compiler some information. Rerun if changed here, whatever the path is. See, I don't think that this is actually giving enough. All right, we're gonna do a cargo build. It's one of verbose on there. Oh no, let's go back up one directory. Really? Did we not already do this? Oh, sorry, wrong project. All right, so here we are. Back into build. We're going to use that. I'm going to use this. I want to see. Let's see if we do a cargo build with verbose. Yeah, rerun if they added another var you can set. Oh. Now, is that... Good morning, Musean. So here... So what was the other variable that you could set? Because we've had rerun if changed. Rerun if env. Oh, is it the environment one? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Oh, I remember you talking about that a while ago. That's pretty cool. Got it, okay. Yeah, I remember this here. I want to make sure that that information is being emitted, because I think that's not being emitted by the current build system in this template. Might want to fix it. That did not do anything. I thought there was a way to get it here too. Feels like it's not being built correctly. Why? Okay, so probably this one then?
I'm a curious man with some curious genes. I get that from my dad. I'm not far from the tree. I feel like I'm a butterfly, sting like a beamer. I hate features. Got my running around with my head in the clouds. Feeling lost and then found. When they woke up and frowned, tell myself I'm the man. I was right to be left. Now I'm back to myself.
I see. So that's interesting. Oh, look at this. So they do have game here. They do have one file that is not. Is that the other one? But they did not get that here in the output. I'm trying to remember if it's additive or kind of exclusive. If you start to specify the rerun if changed, is this the whole set of things that would cause the build to rerun? Because can go cargo. And then if we come back over here, let's toss in some gibberish, just so that we can see that when we touch that one file, it rebuilds. So if we touch that, oh, it did build it. Even though that file was not in the list. Can't see. Oh, it means to rerun the build script, not the cargo build. I see. Because part of this build is that it's generating files. Because in here, this generator will actually generate some, these files here. Control GDNlib, this file and this file. So let's say we wanted to make another one. Let's say we wanted to make a keyboard. I don't know if I want to do that way. Okay, let's just build out the game again. All right. I guess we open Godot. Make edit. Let's see, does that work for us? Yay. Looks like it might have worked. So I have these native bits here. Got the game. Odd that there's two of these GDNlibs though. Why would there be two? And control? Why did it produce both of these? That's strange. Is there, actually, did OBS pick that up? Pick up that switch? No, it didn't. I'm sorry about that. Let me fix that. I was not planning on getting into Godot today. There we go. So you can see here that there's control and game. I don't know that both are needed. I would only expect one. So it scans for classes, builds that. Huh. Well, we should be able to just delete those. Oh, hold on. Let's at least delete these two. Sure, remove those. And this here, I'm going to open the scene. This one has a script attached. Good. And this script is the game.tscn, or GDN. That's fine. Okay, so if we come back over here and just save, gives that a build, but should also regenerate those files. Finished. Now we just have control.gdnlib. I wonder if the template had that by default. Because this gdnlib here, that looks okay. All right, let's keep going. So first off, let's go to project settings. Okay, let's see, we're doing GLES 3. I don't think we need 3. We could do 2 for this game. And then it would work in more places. So we're going to swap that out, save and restart, fine. Okay. We are going to need some sort of menu system. So we can change scenes around. I would like to use the same sort of control panel that I'm going to be using for the rest of it. So I think we're going to create a scene out of that. Let's see. Where is my... Oh, I forgot what... Oh, Aseprite. Let's see, is this going to load? New file. Check it out. Oh, it did it. Great. All right, so let's go back to our Blackboard. Now, basically what I'm thinking is that, there we go, use the pencil tool, 3 pixels, that should be fine. All right, zoom out a little, oh, let's zoom in, there's zoom out. We'll go up to the top left here. So we're gonna have some sort of game, right? And some of the pieces of the game are going to be, oh goodness. This is our control panel, okay? There's gonna be a map over here, right? This is a map. Then we're gonna have a keypad, and it's gonna be a 10 key. Wow, this is a terrible drawing. But bear with me. And then we're gonna have some other sort of like little menu system over here that would have some sort of text and options, etc. So, I mean, maybe that should go over on this side. And that'd be okay. Yeah. I think that should be over on the left. But I think that little menu system there, with little squiggles in it, is going to be the portion that is also like a new game, blah, blah, blah. Like that sort of portion of this. So let's set that up. Say new scene. This is still going to be a 3D scene. I'm going to call this menu. It's interesting, now that we're in Godot, there's so many ways to slice and dice this. All right, we're gonna have menu. Okay, so here's the front of the scene. And now I need something to actually put in here. Go to Blender maybe? Let's open this back up. So inside of this, okay, let's collapse some of this. There. Strange. Basically, I just want some sort of texture around some sort of border. I want it to look like it's in some sort of like a screen, right? Some sort of touch screen. So we're gonna have some sort of border to this as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these, delete those. So what's our border gonna look like? Let's create quite a big box. No. That's the cube. All right, so if this is our cube, we're gonna make it wider than it is tall. So let's scale Y. About 5. Scale X2. Oh no, scale Z2. Okay. Then we'll have a portion, split this into 3 with the center portion being the widest. So basically 4 sections. The center map taking up 2 of the sections. Okay, so object mode, edit mode. Let's go to the faces, come back over here. We'll do 3 ring cuts here. Escape on that. Okay. Now we have this subdivided there. I'm going to take this face. Actually, I can select this ring cut over here in the middle. Nope, no. Let's go back to is it Alt? How do you select? Alright. Just, oh, no. I want to dissolve them. Oh, that's funny. Oh, it's, sorry, wrong one. There we go. Solve edges. Yay, there we go. I was just hitting the wrong thing in the menu. Alright, so then each one of these faces, like this one here, these 3, we should be able to inset them. I don't think I want to do it that way though. It's because of the scaling. That's what I'm having an issue with here. I don't want the top border to be separate from the other one, like to be a different size. That's what it feels like it's giving me here. I want them to all be inset the same distance. 0.1. Yeah, that's just not right. Relative, no. Edge rail. That actually comes out. Okay. I want that to be 0, but I mean, we could correct it afterwards by just moving those edges. Just seems like they should be able to do it. Oh well, okay. I'll take that. Take some of these edges, this one and this one. Why is that the same edge? I want that one. Oh, I'm still in the grumble. Okay, down there. Something like that. Take the face here. We should be able to take that, do an extrusion, set that back in. There. Okay, that looks about the same. Take that off. Back over here so we can focus on these edges here. I want this one and this one. Scale again. No, I want to scale Y only. There we go. I like that. And then this face. Look this face. Set. 0.1. Ooh, too much there. There we go. Now we're going to take those faces, this one and that one, extrude. About the same as the other one. Okay. This is going to be our UI control panel. Now some pieces here I do want to soften the edges. I don't know, do I? What sort of look and feel should this have? I mean, should it be... Well, that's funny. Maybe I should have only done one of those. Regardless. Oh, is this the right side? This isn't the front, is it? Object mode. Going to rotate Z 90. There we go. Okay, now we have our front view. Should be front. Oh, this is the back? Oh. Alright. Now we have the front side. Good. Change the lighting here. I know I don't really have lighting. Okay. Doesn't need to be nearly as deep. Let's take this side. Edit mode. These three faces. Move them in. Whole thing. Ah. Select everything. Or get out of edit mode. Oh, no, we have to be in edit mode because our vertices are no longer around that. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. I think we need to go up. Oh, no, it should be in control. Probably Godot side. Assets. Control.blend. I'm curious. Yeah, it doesn't show up in here. Is it because it doesn't know the type, or is it because it's not there? Oh, it's there. Alright. So if instead, it's not really instead, but in addition, if we took this and we exported GLTF, sure, binary is fine in this case, transform Y up, yes. Oh shoot, I didn't apply the modifiers. Do we have any modifiers on this? Yeah, I've got scale and all sorts of stuff. No, not merge. Not add a mesh. Where's our apply modifications? Mesh. Object mode? Oh, there we go. Location, rotation, and scale. Oh, it's Command A in object mode. All transforms. There we go. Give that a save. Now we can export it. Export GLTF. Sure. Control in assets. Done. Now we have control here. ahead and open it anyways. So now we have, yes, our little billboard there. I wonder how well it works if we apply shading, etc. here in Blender. How well it comes through on the other side. So we did apply some sort of material. No. Billboard. Base color. Let's just make it some funky color. Subsurface. Radius. Da-da-da. You can make it shiny. Alright. Oh, and make it bright. It'll emit some sort of color. Gorgeous. All right, that is hideous. I just want to see if it will export. Oh my goodness. It does. Well then. Well. That's surprising. But cool. Fuchsia and red. Fuchsia? Why is it fuchsia? All right, well, there's something there that we're missing. So it looks like it might work if I tone down the chaos in here. Reset to default. Base color. Gonna be some dark blue. Save it. Export GLTF. Sure. Still same thing. I wonder why when it's fuchsia, it doesn't seem to have a material attached to it. If we look here, we've got the cube, right? I mean, maybe it's on the skeleton? No, that's just a choice. That's a node choice. This material is empty. This material is empty. Those are the only ones that affect this. So maybe if we choose assets, and now we have that material there, but the material is hideous. Then I'm modifying something that I'm not allowed to modify. Don't save. So here, let's just open that up. So if we create a new inherited scene, you can see that this is the same. I'm going to delete those both. Close this. File export. I just want to see if we can regenerate that material, or if I should even bother doing materials in Blender. See, now it's different. Now you can see it's dark, but it did not refresh before. Control board. All right. Now if we change this to green. Okay. File export. I just want to see if this will carry over. A couple more tests. It's still not there. If I hit like F5, if I reload the project, huh. Sorry, I got lost. Yeah, let's open up the scene again. Control board. Yeah, that's still funky bluish color. GLB, new inherited. Yeah, that didn't change. This material did not change. Okay, now if we go to the import stuff here. Oh, we've got this keep on re-import for the materials. Oh, I see. So if we disable that and re-import it. That's if I wanted to do the materials inside of Blender. I don't know. I have to admit, I don't know. I mean, maybe if they work together really, really nicely. Okay. Don't save. It's not doing it. Maybe I should have done that before creating this other scene. Let's delete that. New inherited. No. Same. Delete. Remove. So maybe not. Okay. Well, I think I'll start breaking this scene down into different pieces. That way they can just be built in Blender, assembled in Godot. But I gotta get ready for work. I'm gonna get going. Back here for a minute. All right, y'all. Take care. Let's give someone a raid. Who's out there right now? You know, I haven't set up the stream thing. What was it? What stream? Yeah, we'll do this real quick because I want to see this work. I think I might have my authentication set up already for this. I'll take a peek. All right. Oh, did I not do that? Huh. It's too bad. All right. So you said Innocent Kev and I am a hardliner? It's like I am hardliner is doing a yeah. We'll go. We're gonna stick with Rust. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the company. And it looks like we're going to be stopping on Bevy. So, going to be going back to Rust. Back to Rust. Back to Godot. So. Until next time. Bye-bye.